Hey, Nicole. You're the first one. I was about to say hello to the replay people, but here you are. Just waiting for people to show up so I can take you to the beach. But it's not a very pretty sight today. See that? Great minds. Thinking alike. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday? Well, at least it... Wait, Diane. Diane, please tell me about EBS. What does that mean? I'll look it up while you tell me. All right, tell me now, Nicole. You're not too many people you have to compete with right now. And I'm gonna look for all of us. Thanks to Diane. See what's going on in the world today. Sunday in August. Doesn't EBS stand for Emergency Broadcast System? The AI on this phone says it's the Amazon Elastic Block Store, and I'm thinking, no. Emergency Broadcast System. Let's see what the news says. I mean, what does the EBS stand for? I'm not really seeing any news about that. I was talking about a homeschool curriculum, and boom, it appears on the TV as an ad. Oh, like we were talking about before. I was on this other channel, and they asked how I was. I said, well, not the best, but leaning on Jesus. And they said, no religion here. We're all about religion here, Nicole. Don't worry. You will always hear from God on the Beach Report. So, yes, some people don't want to talk about religion, maybe because they don't care. But I do. So you're in the right place, Nicole. You want to talk about God and testimonials of how great He is? This is the place to do it. Okay, I'm going to start taking you guys over to the beach now. It's very hot today, but it's beautiful. You can see we've got our beautiful blue skies. And this is one of my favorite beaches, although it's a kind of a dangerous area where I am right now. And this beach does attract homeless people. So there's that. But here's the worst part about the beach today. You can see the sargassum is back. The horrible seaweed. There is somebody swimming, and I don't know how they do it. Look, there's kids playing in it. Oh, Cowboys. Yay, Cowboys is on the beach. Hi, Rick. So, yep, it's a pretty sad looking beach today. So much seaweed, and you can see it's in the surf. But hey, we're at the beach, so that's good enough, right? Am I right? Look at all the kids. They're so happy. Yes, I had to go to the beach today. I mean, this kind of situation, it's not optimal, but look at the waves. They're great. These are really good waves. We got a kid over there who doesn't know how to use a boogie board, and I'd love to go teach him. How you doing, Cowboys? Yeah, storms can be fun. I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night. I love to hear the thunder, watch the lightning as it lights up the sky. You know it makes me feel good. Well, I love a rainy night, such a beautiful sight. I love to feel the rain on my face, taste the rain on my lips, and the moonlight shining. So the tide is coming in right now. That's right, Eddie Rabbit, what a great song. Shadows wash all my fears away. I wake up to a sunny day 'cause I love the rainy night. Yeah, that was a good show last night. Well, I love a rainy night. Ooh, ooh, I love a rainy night. I love the rainy night. I love to hear the thunder, watch the lightning when it lights up the sky. Wait, this is fun too. I love to watch the tide come in. Watching the tide roll in, and I watch it roll away again. I'm just a-sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Brick wants to know why I don't sing on stage. Well, every now and then I'm known to break out in a karaoke fit of excitement, but in general, that's okay, Nicole. Hi, Lindsay. What does mashallah mean? I don't know that word. It sounds foreign. Anyway, I don't sing on stage like I will not sing at the jazz jam that we do tomorrow, by the way. Stay tuned for the jazz jam. Look, the tide's rolling in. Oh, the water feels good, actually. Thank God you're beautiful, it means. Thank you, Lindsay. I'll take that. Anyway, I don't sing when professionals are singing because I'm not a professional singer. I like to sing. And I do it a lot on the Beach Report, so I'm not too bad at it. But I'm also not too good at it. I'm not a professional singer, and I feel like the jazz jams, that's an open mic night. And that's for the best of the best. And I am not that. And I won't pretend that I am. I know my limits. So you will not catch me pretending to be a singer like a real singer. I'm not. And I always say that to you guys. You know, I just like to sing. And believe me, some people come on and think I'm a horrible singer. And that's okay too. I don't care. My goal in singing on my show is that I want you guys to sing with me. I want to know that everyone else is singing along. That makes it better. Today, this car is jamming in the car, blasting this music, and the singer was so bad her voice kept cracking. But she was happy. It's okay. I think it's good to sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. Singing is good for the vagus nerve, beneficial for regulating the nervous system. That's true, Lindsay. I totally believe it. Sing a song. Let the world sing along. Sing of happy, not sad. Sing of good things, not bad. Thank you, Eric. Sing. Everyone singing with me. Sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. Oh, you are my friends. You are all my friends on the Beach Report. You know, I don't like to spend time with just one person. I like to hang out with all of you all at once. It makes it easier on me. Prince Edward Island. That sounds like a beautiful place. I've never been there. Right now, I am standing in the sargassum, the seaweed. You can see the waves breaking behind me. I'm gonna get hit by one soon. The water's really warm today. It's very, very beautiful here as far as the water. But yeah, the seaweed, it's a lot. I'm glad you're here, Lindsay. Welcome. Welcome to today's Beach Report. We try to get to the beach every day that we can. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. Yeah, that's what I do, actually. I do that all the time. But the Beach Report is about so much more than just the beach. Thank you. Eric says, we need more people in the world like you, Julie. Thank you. I would say the same to you, Eric. We definitely need more people like you on the internet. Here's a good worship song. How about this one? He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. I know, we're all my members. He's got the mamas and the papas in his hands. Sing it with me. He's got the mamas and the papas in his hands. He's got the mamas and the papas in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the brothers and the sisters in his hands. He's got the brothers and the sisters in his hands. He's got the brothers and the sisters. They are in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Oh, look at this. He's got the little tiny babies in his hands. He's got the little tiny babies in his hands. He's got the little tiny babies in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Sing it with me. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. We have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world in Prince Edward Island, Canada. I'm sure you do. You probably have beaches with mountains and stuff like that. I love that. Reminds me of Oregon, which are the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. We're in Oregon. Cannon Beach, Oregon. My bestie from high school lives there. Anyway, Florida's beaches are beautiful too. And the one thing we have that Canada doesn't have is year-round summertime weather. And that's why I live in Florida. As God is my witness, I'll never be cold again. One of those days where I'm just unexplainably glad I'm a part of your channel. What a nice thing to say, Nicole. I'm glad you're a part of my channel too. Now, if only we didn't have so much seaweed. But it is fun to see the waves breaking, coming in. Woo, it's a big one because the tide is coming in. And it's fun to watch the tide come in. Watching the tide roll in, and I watch it roll away again. just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Look, these guys think they found a little pool. Isn't that cute? Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Yeah, where is everybody today? Where are my members? Sometimes I just want to stand here and watch the waves. Nobody come to Prince Edward Island in the winter. It's terrible in the winter. Does it get very warm in the summer, or is it just not cold in the summer? Let me know. Hi, Jim. Beautiful red sand in the summer. Why is the sand red? Washington State, east side of the state. Wait, east side of Washington? There wouldn't be, is that where you live? Because I'm thinking there are no beaches on the east side of Washington State. So it's Sunday, and I always think of the Sabbath as being on Saturday, but I guess the whole weekend is a good time to pray and think about God, right? I'm thinking about 1 Corinthians 6, whoever is united with the Lord is one spirit with him. He who is joined to the Lord is one spirit with him. It's a spiritual fusion. God's spirit and we as believers joined. Gretchen's in the house. Hi, Gretchen. Good to see you. You're the only member on right now. We were just wondering where everyone in the membership went to. Thanks to Gretchen, we have some new members. And it's Gretchen's birthday month. Gretchen, what day is your birthday exactly? Look, those are some great waves, aren't they? No notification. What the actual? Oh, the 16th. All right. We're going to have to do a virtual birthday party for you, Gretchen. I love you so much, and I love that you support the Beach Report and that you want people to be a part of it. That's a wonderful thing, Gretchen. I'm not good at scheduling things, Nicole. I'm really not a regimented person like that. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. And you never really expect me, but you know I'll show up every day. This is Fort Lauderdale, Randy the Traveler. Do you like the beach? Yeah, we're gonna have a birthday party for Gretchen. She's one of my most valued members. Well, I value all my members, of course. But Gretchen was one of my first members, and she's special. I lived in Sarasota for the winter. Oh, I go to Sarasota a lot, Randy. I haven't been there in a while. I've been more East Coast lately, but I'm going to head to the West Coast this week. I have a lot of work to do. I'm a journalist. I'm an author, book publisher, and I am publishing a book, God willing, this month. But it is very hard for me to get work done when I'm over here. Hi, Jody. Yes, it is very warm and Jumping in the ocean, the water is super warm. Wow, is that Jim up north just got a membership? Oh, and Jim up north will now be a mod. We know we can trust Jim up north. All right, now we've got 2 mods on. Thank you so much, Gretchen. Hi, Neil Haddon, and welcome to membership Jim up north. That's fantastic. And now you're a mod for as long as you're a member. I know the beautiful beach chairs, everything about Fort Lauderdale. It's a beautiful place. And I've lived here for more than 10 years and I absolutely love it. Highly recommend. When you receive one of those, yes, it's only for a month. It's like a gift trial membership. But Gretchen paid for it, so 1 a day for the rest of the month, so stay tuned. I love that you're doing that, Gretchen. You're the best. My son lives in LA and I haven't seen him in 7 years and he is coming home tomorrow. I'm so happy. Oh, you're so lucky, Eric. I have the same situation. My son lives in LA and I haven't seen him maybe in about 6 or 7 years either. Yes, Neil, this is Fort Lauderdale. Oh, I got some bad news. Now I'm coughing. So I am very sensitive to the seaweed and it is toxic and it does put out kind of chemicals in the air. And if I start coughing, then I know that it's time for me to leave the beach. No, Jim. You've already passed the audition. I'm the one auditioning to see if you continue being a member after you have a membership month. This Google user was actually on the other channel that was saying no religion. Wait, it was on this channel? Well, I know who's here for the right reasons, and I also know who's not. So, by the way, I just want to show you this before I get off the beach. This beach, Jerry Holly, this beach is a very well-known to turtles. It's a turtle beach. Turtles come here every summer to lay their eggs. And you can see they do it like a neighborhood. We've got 1, 2. These are the people in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. Oh, Neil, I'm a journalist and my books are all real life. My first book is about the way 9/11 changed our society. Hi, Darla. Thank you. Yes, my website is jillbooks.com. So I wrote a book that is a great way to start a conversation with young people who weren't alive or too young to remember 9/11. Because I have come to the conclusion that it really changed our society and especially changed the young people who are now the parents of the people who don't remember 9/11. So my book is a great book and it's written to never forget 9/11. So my second book is about my adoption. When I was a baby, I was adopted on the day I was born, or I was given up for adoption on the day I was born. And so I write about that. My story's a little bit weird because I was stalked by my biological father. Stalked my whole life. Like for real, like with private detectives and everything. And then one day he showed up while I was in college. And that's what my book is about. Change, and not for the better. Oh, you were talking about the COVID, right? Darla's, oh, Jim's got his blue suede shoes on, and now you received a gift. See, what does that tell you, Jim? Membership has its perks. Have you ever been to any part of Tennessee? I have been to Memphis once. But I do have a wonderful follower in Memphis, and she keeps inviting me, and I need to go to Memphis one of these days. Oh, I was in Nashville also with Gina last year, 2 years ago. Yeah, we had a great time in Nashville, so yes. Hello, David May. This is my hat, David. I know, it's your favorite. Everybody loves this hat. It's amazing how many compliments I get on it. All right, now I'm far enough away from the sargassum. That is the seaweed that is just taking over the beach tonight. It's horrible. We are of the generation that had true freedom or experienced it growing up. You're right, Jody. You are absolutely right. But there's sea turtle eggs in there. Isn't that hard to believe? It's really cool. I know everyone says blue is my color. Cornflower blue. And one of my stylists, it's not Donna, actually Sue, gave me a shirt that matches this hat. I'm gonna have to wear it one of these days. Hello, Lou the chicken dude. Hi, Shelby. It's not red tide. It's just seaweed from the Sargasso Sea. Every summer we have this issue. And I was on the beach last week and it wasn't full of seaweed, but it can show up at any time. That's the way it goes here in the beach. Gen Xers were the last true free generation. You're right about that, Gretchen. And we're different than the baby boomers because the baby boomers were growing up kind of in a war situation, you know? I mean, or maybe that's why they were baby boomers, because they were born after World War I, and then or World War II. My mom was born in 1940. Thank you, Gracie. It's good to see you too. Gen X ended. Wow, that's a good question. So if it started in 1965, I'm going to say 1980. 1980. I think it was 1980 or 1985. I'm not sure. My mom locked the door in the morning and opened it for dinner. Yeah, right? Exactly. Lance is a boomer. Well, you know, it's funny for those of us who were born in 1965, the year that Gen X started, because our best friends are boomers. Our parents are boomers, but we're like right on the cusp. So I don't like to say anything disparaging about boomers, because hey, I was just 11 months from being one myself. So there's that. Great. Let's do another check of the waves. I feel better now that I'm not so close to the seaweed. Yeah, we roamed the neighborhood. My mom had a dinner bell, and that's how I knew what time it was when it was time to come home. She'd ring that dinner bell. Some people came home when the street lights went on, but my mom had the dinner bell, and you could hear it all over the neighborhood. It is a little bit windy. Does it sound bad, Gracie? Do you hear the wind? And out there on the shore, you can see all the tankers. And as my husband would always tell me, that's a really good sign for the economy. When you see a lot of tankers out there, it means that everything is working the way it should. There are some oil tankers that I can see. There are some container ships. Maybe even a cruise ship, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, Daddy used to whistle. One of those really loud whistles, right? Oh, okay. Thank you, Gracie. Anyway, those ships are waiting to gain entrance to Port Everglades. The reason why they sit out there just offshore is because it's really expensive to go into Port Everglades. It costs a lot of money and you don't want to be there for very long. The longer you're there, the more it costs. So they wait their turn to go in and unload their wares or take on passengers. Well, that's just the cruise ships. Cruise ships come out of Port Everglades too. Is that Carol? Hi, Carol. Carol, Nicole was waiting for you. She was like, Carol will love this. I'm glad I didn't leave yet. And Darla's back. You always have a phone call when Beach Report is on. What's up with that? Yeah, there were no such thing as helmets, safety belts, knee, elbow pads. We didn't even wear seat belts in the car. We had Mercurochrome and Flintstone vitamins, and we were good to go. That's right. Oh my gosh. We had this crazy, let me tell you a story about the cars in the 60s and the 70s, the 70s really. Hi Shannon Ellis. Hi Mustafa Mimas. Okay, check this out. I used to go to day camp and they would do carpools for the day camp. So every week someone else's parents would drive. And there were like 5 or 6 of us kids. We had this station wagon that had a seat in the very back that faced backwards. Tell me if you guys remember those cars. I don't think they make them anymore. So the back seat, that would be the trunk, but it was a station wagon. It would open up and there were seats. They faced backwards. And then there was a well in the middle, and then there were the seats for the passengers to sit behind the drivers. Remember those? Okay, yeah, Lance remembers those cars. So that's the kind of car we had. We went to day camp and picked up all the kids, and it was like a half-hour drive. I was sitting in the very back with my 2 besties, and I think my little sister or someone was in the well. My sister always got put in the well. She hated that place. And then my brother and some other kids in the front. So we parked at the day camp and we all got out of the car and the kids started dropping like flies, like they were all passing out, especially the girls who were sitting with me. Now, I've never passed out in my life and I don't ever intend to do that. But everybody else passed out, and it turned out that the middle seat was called sitting bitch. I didn't know that, but it sounds about right. I got to tell my sister Jody. Anyway, it turns out that carbon monoxide was leaking into the back of the car. How it didn't affect me, I don't know. Everyone else lived, but yeah, they all passed out and then they threw up. And nothing happened to me, but yeah, dangerous cars. And nobody cared. You know, everybody passed out. I don't remember anybody like going home for the day. I don't even remember anybody being super mad at my parents for driving a dangerous car like that. I don't remember any repercussions at all. I just remember going to day camp and we were fine. Nobody cared that we almost died of carbon monoxide poisoning. Buick does still make the SUVs with 3 seats. The back one faces back. Oh, my friend has one. Anyway, I survived that car. Survived it better than everybody else. Crazy. And I remember one time we got into a car accident. My sister was in the well and she hurt her head and she was bleeding like a stuck pig. My dad was a doctor and all he kept saying to her was, "You're all right, you're all right." I don't even remember. I think just took her home and he stitched her up. She was all right. Yeah, today's kids are bubble wrapped and can't handle the real world as adults. And Jody, that's a problem. And who raised today's kids? That would be me, maybe you. I don't know what happened. I feel like we can't take all the blame. I feel like a lot of the blame should go to the television. But then again, we take the blame for that too because we let them watch the television. So I don't know. You know, there are kids. The millennials, what do you do with those people, right? But I want you millennials and Gen Zers and Gen Alphas to know that we love you dearly. We do. We're not sure what happened to you, but we love you so much. Well, we do know what happened. It was technology. Technology hasn't done us right. I lived my early years in a tree, Carol, sitting all day long. I hear you, Carol. I lived my early years in the forest, just walking to the store so that I could buy candy, especially on Easter because I felt rather ripped off. I was Jewish, and I would never had an Easter basket. So I would go the day after Easter on this path. It was like 2 miles. I loved it. And when I showed up, I made myself a little Easter basket. Trees are so dangerous. Not. In our kinder class, if the kid's arm is itchy, we send them to the nurse. Oh, I was a good friend of the nurses. I was always going to the nurse's office. I'll never forget, she would call my mother, and this is what she would say. Hello, Mrs. Cohen. Jill is ill. And I would laugh and laugh. Because it rhymed. So, Steve, I am not going to be doing a concert tonight because I have a friend who really needs my time. And I need to be with her tonight. So, I'm doing my show on the beach. And last night, we had an amazing, incredible show. And if you didn't see it, you should watch it. We had a really good time. And hung out until like midnight. So, we had 2 huge magnolia trees. Those are good climbing trees, that's for sure. We had a lot of pine trees. You don't want to climb the pine trees. Yeah, it was so awesome. It's fun, sometimes I'll do these shows. I never know what to expect. And so glad, Carol, you were there. I almost didn't do last night's show. In fact, I was like, oh, I don't want to do a show. But I know that if I say in my head, I don't want to do a show, God says, well, no, now you know you have to do a show. Big oak trees, Texas oak trees. Climb them all the time. Well, here, now I'm going to make you really, really envious. It was so meant to be, Carol. It really was. All right, so check this out. When I was a kid, my daddy made us a tree trolley. So we were ziplining before anyone knew what it was. That's what it was. It was a zip line in between trees. He built 2 platforms on either side, and we would go across the trees on a cable, zip lining. No, not good, Ed. I can't talk about it anymore. You can imagine. All I can say is I need to spend some time and get over what has happened. That's all I can say. Hi, Margaret. We're on the beach giving off the good vibes. Yeah, zip lining like kids. Anyway, I had an idyllic childhood. It's just too bad that I had to lose Mom. Anyway, I've had a good life in a lot of ways. Thank you, Cowboys. It's always good to see you. You're always generous, and I appreciate that. All right, I'm going to sing my favorite song to sing at the beach. Don't ask me why I sing this song at the beach, but I always do. And I don't know, it just makes me happy. Let me know if you know where this song comes from. Yes, turtle nests. Yes, a whole bunch of them, Carol. Look at that. It's like all the turtles came here and decided, this is our place. They come to the exact same place every single year. Thank you so much, Cowboys. All right, there were a lot of boys in our neighborhood who built tree houses. I thought tree houses were the bomb, always. I had a Lincoln log cabin house, too. I climbed a tree when I was little, about 7. I couldn't get back down. My uncle had to rescue me. You probably weren't even that high up, Darla. You were 7. Probably as high as he was. All right, I'm going to sing now. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or 2. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them when we dance, make them think there's still a chance. That's right, Evan, then refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never do. I could stay home every night, wait around for Mr. Right, take cold showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. It's oh, the name starts with a C. I could hurt someone like me out of spite or jealousy. I don't steal and I don't lie, but I can feel and I can cry. A fact I'll bet you never knew. Spirograph the best, but to cry in front of you, it's the worst thing I could do. Who sang that song? Her name is on the tip of my head, top of my tongue. Oh my gosh. Who was it? I know you know it. Spirograph. How about Light Bright? I love the Light Brights. And the Lincoln Logs. Our Lincoln Log house, though, was that we could go in it. It looked like a Lincoln Log house. Remember those log houses? No, it wasn't Sandy. And that was Olivia Newton-John. But who was the actress who played Rizzo? Rizzo was her name. Yeah, Light Bright and Spirograph. She played Rizzo. Stockard Channing. Stockard Channing. You guys didn't even help me. Not too bad for an old lady, right? Lola Blue Steel Nose. I came in before you though, Lola. Just saying. Just saying. La 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 Lola. That was another 80s song that we loved. I met her in a club down in Soho, where you drink champagne and it tastes just like Coca-Cola. C-O-L-A Cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola. L-O-L-A Lola. La 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 Lola. Do 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 do. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she looked like a woman and talked like a man. I said, but Lola. La 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 Lola. I'm not the world's most passionate guy, but when she sold my heart, she nearly broke my spine. Said a Lola. L-O-L-A Lola. Thank you, Cindy. La 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 Lola. There's Jamie in the house. Lola. Gracie, how do you not know the Lola song? I just left home just a week before, and I never ever kissed a woman before. But Lola smiled, took me by the hand, said, little boy, gonna make you a man. I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why. Oh, she nearly boned my... Oh, anyway. It's a song about tranny. It's a great song, though. All right. What about take me out to the ball game? Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if we never go back. And it's 1, 2, 3 for the home team. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. And it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, walks like a woman but talks like a man. Oh my, L-O-L-A Lola. All right, now Jamie's here, so we got to sing our song. If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and if I had to start again with just my children in my life. Thank you, Carol. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, everybody sing it. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. That's right. Free. Freedom is everything. Freedom is everything. God is everything. God is love. All right, you guys. I'm starting to feel a little bit woozy around the sargassum seaweed. It does bother me a little bit. Hi, Red Hawk. Good to see you. Thank you, Darla. All right, you guys. Yes, we have to keep us free. Oh, by the way, I do want to mention this. So they're starting early voting around the country. Florida starts early voting today, by the way. And, oh, look, there's a whole photo shoot going on over here. Look at this. Wait. Look at that. We got an actual model. She looks amazing. The sarcasm. It's sargasm. Yeah, it smells yucky. It smells like rotting seaweed. Sometimes it smells worse. It depends on where the air is coming from. It's not nice. And if you recall, last week I went to get on the beach and they were like, no, it's not. It's dangerous. So, oh, you see all the swimsuits here in Florida. Dental floss. Hey, if you got it, you'll flaunt it, right? Anyway, yeah, she's got a beautiful body. And she's a model, so that's how we do it. All right, you guys. Well, I am going to take a walk off the beach right now. I'll take you guys with me, and then you can see the model from the front when I go by, because I don't want to be too. Sorry, I don't want to get in your camera shoot. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Wow, yowza. I'm gonna rinse off my footsies here. And the water feels really good. Wait, where is it? 11 p.m. Oh, in the UK. Hey, Ryan Barkley. How you doing, my friend? Aw, Evan, you're too kind. Thank you. I'm just a girl in the world. She's really pretty. I am definitely not model material like her. And you know, I love to see people who are taking good care of themselves and looking beautiful. So, all the power to her. Hey, Acton Man. A deceased beach. You know, what does that mean? You mean a deceased person on the beach? Or a rotten beach? Ooh, that sounds gross. No, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to stick to the nice beaches. Yeah, we're winding down. Okay, yeah, it's the end of our Sunday here in the United States and a lot later over there in the UK. Oh, Evan, you're so kind. Thank you so much. I'm just a crazy old lady. All right, you guys. Yeah, keep it free. I have to get out of the heat right now. It is so blazing hot here. I don't know if you can tell, but sweating up a storm. Anyway, I I have to go spend some time with my dear friend. So, Darla, you might be right. You may be right. I may be crazy. Oh, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the light. This is actually called an ocean park. Don't try to save me. You may be wrong for all I know. You may be right. You cute little girl. You are not a lunatic, Darla. You are special and wonderful. So this is the area. You want to look at some beach mansions before I sign off? So this is called a Hermitage. It's very upper high class apartment buildings. There's two of them, I think, or maybe three of them. But they are really chic. I've never been in them before, but I've met some people who live in them. And okay. Oh, Carol's looking for familiar places. Well, you won't see it here. I think every house here has been built in the last 5 years. I'm not kidding. Nothing familiar here. They tear down these beach homes and they put them back up very quickly. And they are very expensive. And right now, they're all boxy like this. I call these communism homes. I mean, not ugly, but if you're gonna build a beach house, you know, can't you make it look like nice, like cute? I mean, at least there's some blue on here, but all these homes, I call them communism. They're just boxy and I think they're boring. Yeah, it's like they have a Lego set and they just throw the houses up, for real. It looks way different, Carol. And like I said, most of these homes, they're all brand new. Fort Lauderdale. It's changed a lot, really. Especially the homes on the beach. But then there's parts of Fort Lauderdale that look just like they did back in the 50s. When I first moved to Fort Lauderdale, this was actually my beach in my neighborhood. And I lived down, not on the beach street, but on a street right over here that's right next to it. And it was glorious living so close to the beach. I just loved it. I'll take you walking over there. But every house you see, they're all new, even since I moved here more than 10 years ago. It's a lovely neighborhood, though. I've lived here since 2015, Carol. Look at this house. They just built this like 2 years ago. It's crazy, right? It is a lovely area. But this particular Ocean Park beach that I'm on right now can be very dangerous. And there are a lot of homeless people. And, you know, sometimes you just have to watch where you are and watch who's around. It's a sign of the time. Yep, cold looking houses. I hope some generation in the future would bring a more classic design. Oh, trust me, they will, Acton, man. They literally tear down these houses like every 5 years. It's crazy. And Nicole, you're so right. Everything is losing color. You know how you can tell? Look at all the cars. Go into a parking lot and you will see very few bright red or bright blue, even green cars. You'll see a lot of gray cars, the color of mud, by the way. White and gray and black, all the cars. I say that and look what I see. A bright red car. Gotta love it. Okay, so I just swallowed wrong. That's orgasm. It really does bother me in my chest. Anyway, yeah, white, black, and gray. And the new gray is like this mud color. I don't know. I'm not a fan. The ornaments are white and tan. No more Christmas colorful. That's a bummer. I like Christmas to be colorful. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to say ciao for now. My Sunday edition of the Beach Report. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you a lot earlier tomorrow. All right, everyone, have a wonderful night. A bright yellow Jeep. That must brighten the day. I love it. All right, you guys. Ciao for now.